Hi everybody. This is going to be a different, unique video. This is not about movies. This is going to be my life as a gastric bypass person. Um, Let me tell you a little bit of my history. I had gastric bypass 3 days before Thanksgiving, which was a fun time to have it because I like to eat. But let me give you my backstory. When I was young, in my teens, probably about 11, 12, I started to have complications from eating. Every time I ate, I used to vomit. I wasn't bulimic, I wasn't anorexic. I wish I was because I was big when I was a kid. Um, and nothing stayed in my system. Um, I used to throw up 20, 30 times a day, every time I ate. Believe it or not, the only thing stayed in my system was Pepsi. And I found out, ironic enough, the reason why is Pepsi is nothing but acid. And acid was my key problem. So, my mom, God rest her soul, she passed away a couple years ago, COVID. Um, she took me to so many hospitals, so many doctors. Uh, Most of my childhood was in the hospital. Um, I never knew how I survived that. I just turned 50 last week, March 18th, and I would never think I'd be here this long. But yeah, so I used to throw up constantly. We went to a lot of different doctors, had a lot of different tests, endoscopies, uh, upper GIs. When you have stomach problems, them tests are like drinking water. You have them. You're always gonna get them because that's how they check the inside of your digestive system, and they couldn't find out what was causing my problem. And I went to every doctor in South Jersey that you could possibly have gone to. Uh, One of the doctors recommend I should go check out Children's Hospital, which is CHOP for short, up in Philadelphia. So mom took me to CHOP. They ran tests like everybody does, but they did one test that nobody else did, and it was called a pH probe. Anybody who's going through reflux problems, pH probe is a device. It looks like a little Walkman, hooks up to like a little tube that goes in your nose into your stomach, like the beginning of your stomach, and stays there 24 hours. And you walk around, you have a normal life with it. Look like an alien, but you have a normal life with it. And I had that test. So they took it out, they ran the test, they checked it, and they found out, they said with that test, they said if it was a heart test, you would have had a heart attack because my acid level was off the charts. That's why I kept throwing up because most people who get reflux, it's a physical thing. Well, it's a mental thing and a physical thing. I was a physical thing. My opening to my stomach would not properly close every time I eat. So when you eat, your food go through the stomach, goes into your esophagus, then it opens your stomach, goes into your stomach, it processes and does what it has to do. But in my case, my stomach opens and it goes in, and then it comes back up. Because my stomach the opening would have closed and the acid pushed it right back up. That's acid reflux. In my case, it was the most severest acid reflux you could possibly have. So medicine didn't help me, and I took every type of acid in the 80s when it was new to everything. Not now, it's common. Go figure. I went through hell, but that's my pet peeve. And it's basically they decided that they had to give me a Nissen fundoplication. And Nissen fundoplication is one of the most severest surgeries you could possibly have for stomach. And basically what they do is they take your top part of your stomach. Stomach is shaped like a lima bean. And they take that top part of the stomach. I know there's a technical term for it, but don't ask me what it's called. And they wrap it around your esophagus and they tie it up with stitches. And that stays like that for the rest of your life. Now the great stomach that I have, the great problem that I have, it didn't stay tight. It broke within the first year of having it done. So guess what? Had to go back and get it done again. Second time. Had it done again. Tie it up again. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. 35 years later, well, 30 years later, and I take notice as I eat, the food will get stuck right here. I take deep breaths, and then eventually empties into my stomach, and then it goes its way. Sometimes if it doesn't go in, I throw up. That would start happening probably about 8 years ago. But I dealt with it. It's a side effect of the surgery, and hey. But as I got older, it got more tight. Food got stuck, and my boss slash big sister slash mama, I call her now, because she looks out for me. She told me, go get it checked. You got the health insurance now. Get it done. Get it checked. So I went to a GI doctor. They tried their best to fix it. They blew it up, put a balloon in, blow it up to try to open up that opening. Did not work. Then they talked to they said, well, I think we got a way of doing this. It will change your life for the good. Called bariatric surgery. And they referred me to Dr. Brandon O'Connor, which is a great doctor. He did an outstanding job. He's a Cooper doctor. He's the second in command in the bariatric team in Cooper in Camden, New Jersey. If you see him, just tell him Paul Perkins at you and tell him not to be late. Inside thing is that he's always like 5-10 minutes late, which is okay. I like to tease him though. But he's a great doctor. Me and him decided that the best choice for me would be gastric bypass. The two major gastric bypass and this gastric sleeve is the two major of the bariatric surgery type thing. But the gastric sleeve, you have a tendency to have reflux with it. Of course, I can have that. That was my biggest problem. So I had to bypass. When you talk about getting bypass, you have to go through usually, I mean, some people are lucky. Some people get 1 month of the training. Some people get 2 months of the training. Unfortunately, I had 6 months of the training, and unfortunately, they didn't want me to. They wanted to get it done right away because I'm not getting it for weight loss. I'm getting it to fix my stomach. But insurance companies who's paying for it requires it. No problem. Hey, you paying for it? I ain't pay nothing. I have no problem with that. So 6 months of the training, which is you have to get your body and mind set. This is a lifestyle change. It is not easy. I went through hell in the beginning, but now I'm okay. I'm used to it. Doesn't bother me anymore. But you have to put in the time and put in the work. I had to watch what I eat. I started in July the 14th, I think it was. 14th to 15th July, 6 months. And I started, my weight was 330 pounds. They tell me what to eat, they tell me what to drink. They give you a booklet. Next video I do, I'll have the booklet. I could put it on camera and show you guys. They tell you what to do. They tell you what to eat, drink, how to start changing your lifestyle now. When you do it now, it makes it easier later. Trust me. So I started at 3:30, and when I went to the day of my surgery, which was November 22nd, day of infinity, I was 301, which means I lost 29 pounds since July. And of course, when you go about to get surgery 2 weeks before, most people, they may tell you a week, a couple of days. It depends on, your body. Everybody is different. Now remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to put this in the beginning of the video. I'm not a doctor. I never went to doctor school. I'm just giving you my opinion of what I went through. Your body, your decisions. You decide what you and your doctor feels the best. Listen to everybody. Listen to your doctor. Um, they've been to school for a long time to figure out what they're doing. So listen to them. I'm just giving you my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I don't take no. This is my opinion. So you don't get medical advice from me. Listen to your doctor. Um, so they make you stop eating for 2 weeks before. In my case, I had to stop eating for 2 weeks. I was on a six pints of protein shakes a day, 6 of them. Not easy. The first week was not easy. When you're used to eating everything, and and don't get me wrong, I eat McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A, Checkers, which is my favorite. I miss them. Every time I drive past, I wave, I miss you. Never again. I'll explain that later. When you're used to eating, and then junk food, cakes, cookies, candy, Pepsi, Coke. When you're used to drinking and bad stuff, it's hard to stop turkey, and I did. That 2 weeks, I stopped like I was taking drugs and I was going through a detox. I stopped turkey. The first week was hard. I have a great support. My family is great. Bill, Brenda, Mom, up in heaven, and they got me through. They got me through this tough time. And my kitty cat, who's running around here somewhere, they got me through the tough time. It was hard. The first week was hard, but I got through it. You do it. You put it in your head. You go. You got a goal. You do your goal, and you don't stop until you get your goal. And that's the go. That's what it is. Yeah. Is it easy? No. Exercise is not easy. Eating proper is not easy, but you have to do it to survive. I am 50 now. I'm about to do the next video, and I'll go over the steps I went, the surgery I had, and how it was during the recovery, and what I have to eat, blah, blah, blah. That would be the next video. So I'm going to stop it here, because it's been about 12 minutes. I know I've been rambling for a while. But there's going to be another part. It's going to be added together, so you won't even can tell it's been 2 parts. But I will talk to you a little bit later. Yeah, so now let's talk about the surgery. I had the gastric bypass on November the 22nd. I had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. No, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. I had to be there by 6:37, I think it was. My surgery started at 9 o'clock. Average surgery for that type of a procedure, they said, is usually an hour and a half to about 2 hours. My procedure took about 7 hours. Of course, I go out with a bang, when I have it, My previous surgeries for my Nissen, that was about 6 hours each time. So my surgeries are usually never that long, and this would be my 6th surgery I had. I had 2 Nissens, a hernia, exploratory, appendix, and then the Nissen is my 6th. So while he was in there, I was told I had a lot of scar tissue, because that was one of the reasons why my food got stuck, because over the years, 35 years later, the scar tissue built up around my previous surgery. So that one of the conflicting factors why I had the problem I had. So he had to fix that. I had 2 hernias, he said, in me, a hyena one and a insigno. Yeah, I know I'm mispronouncing that. And that was my other hernia. And then he had to do scar tissue, clean everything up. Now, I still was supposed to get my gallbladder taken out, but at the time he did not take it out then, because of being, on the operating table for 7 hours. Surgeons don't like to have you on the table that long. Because remember, when they knock you out for anesthesia, you technically are in a coma. And they have to put you under a coma, and then they wake you up from the coma. So he had to get it done. He had to do the gallbladder later on. So now it's March the 27th. About 3 weeks ago, March the 1st, I had my gallbladder out. And that surgery was about 2.5 hours. There was some scar tissue you had to take out for that surgery, but that one went easy as pie. Well, actually, the surgery went easy as pie, but the side effects I did not was not easy. My bladder stopped performing, stopped working for about a week. So I had to be in a cat. I had to have the catheter put in me for about a week because I would not be able to go pee. That they think because my it just happened because it does happen sometimes with surgery. But in my case, the last surgery was long. This surgery was a little long, and I just had a lot of anesthesias in my system, and it just felt like sleeping. But once that was fixed, that was all done. Everything was smooth. Now, when you get gastric bypass, your lifestyle change really, really big time. Of course, I can now have no more soft drinks, no more Coke, Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, no carbonation drink at all. That's including beer if you drink alcohol. I do not, but if you drink alcohol, no beer, no alcohol, no carbonation. Also, no caffeine. So if you're a coffee person and you like your caffeine, not gonna have it no more. That's what they told me. So I'm going by what my doctor told me. Now your doctor may tell you otherwise. Go by whatever your doctor says. Um, and let's see, no fried foods, which is kind of odd. No greasy foods. Small portions. My stomach is now probably about 4 ounces or 3 ounces, so I can't eat as much as I used to. And your stomach would tell you when you gotta stop eating. And if you eat something your stomach don't like, you could get dumping syndrome. And let me tell you, I had dumping syndrome one time since I started this process. It is not fun. Your stomach hurts really bad, bloating, pains, gas, and then next minute you running to the bathroom because everything you had in your bowels is gone. And hopefully you make it to the bathroom, which I did, but it came close. And I know when I did my training for this, the nurse did say that he had patients that could not make it to the bathroom. So just be careful what you eat. Watch what you eat. Your body would tell you what you can eat and what you can't. As the dietitian told me, but they would tell you, if they have to see your case, is some stuff that I hate, I may like now. Stuff that I like, I may hate. It's just the nature of beef. I don't eat that much now. I eat chicken, I eat fish, pork, beef. They want us to eat about me. They want me to eat for my case. Your case will be different. Everybody's case is different. So remember, ask your doctor. I'm not a doctor. My case, they had me eating 190 to 110 grams of protein a day. So that's how much I have to eat a day. And then 64 ounces of liquids a day. The liquids is the easy part because you could drink a lot, but you have to remember too. There's always a catch to the drinking. If you ate a meal just now, say it's 11:22, you cannot drink nothing until 12:22. You have to wait an hour after you eat to drink something. Now, if you drank something now 11:22, you can't eat nothing until 11:52. You got to wait a half an hour to eat if you drank something, and that has to be like clockwork. No straws. Um, but I mean, it's a change, yeah. But let me give you a little bit more thing about myself. I had pre-diabetic. My A1C was 6.4 when I started the program. I am now 5.3. I am no longer pre-diabetic. I am no longer taking no more metformin. I am done. I am healthy. My blood pressure is normal. My cholesterol is normal. I still take water pills because I do retain water. If I don't take them, my legs will swell up and stuff. That's just a trait that I got from my mama. I love you, mom. Um, that's genes. Nothing you could do about that. But I went from, like I said, when I started it was 330. Like I told you before, at the surgery I was 301. Right now, I haven't weighed myself since this month, but as of last month, I was at 242. So I lost 58 more pounds, no, 59 more pounds since the surgery. So I am down to 242, coming from 330. As you can tell in the picture, I am skinny. My face is smaller than everybody I've ever seen before. I was bigger. I take an extra large suit. I used to take 4X. I take a size 40-inch pants. I used to take 54-inch pants. I'll probably get down to probably lower than that because these pants are getting big on me, and these are 40. I'm healthier than I ever been. I don't get tired walking up and down steps, which I used to back then. I eat smaller now. I eat maybe 3 meals a day, but I eat breakfast, lunch, dinner, maybe a late dinner because you can't eat that much every time, so you have to eat small. But for me, this was a lifesaver for me personally. Check with your doctor, your family. It's different for everybody. But my opinion is, if it helps you and it makes your life better, do it. If you got the insurance that would pay for it, you might as well do it. That's my opinion. You have to take in consideration your facts of your body and your life. It does change. You will change. But if you commit to it and you do it, don't cheat. Just do it. Keep doing it for the rest of your life. Because then, like in my case, I'm 50. I'm hoping to be around for another 40 or 50 years. Knock on wood. God willing. Um, I am healthier now than I've ever been my whole life. My whole life, I've been up and down with health. So, for me, it fixed me perfect. But comment below if you have any questions about it. I'll try my best to answer your questions. And remember, I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give you medical advice. You have to check with your doctor, your dietitian. They know what to do, how to treat you. They know your case than my case. But if you have any other questions, want to know about food and what stuff bothers me and stuff, more comment below, ask me questions. But take it easy. I hope you have the best life. Be well. God bless.